And we decided to give these media personalities music artists. And we started off with rappers, and then we kind of expanded it. And I like created a list, and then we started working a list together. So speaking of Skip, I said Skip is Lil Wayne. And here's why I say Skip is Lil Wayne. Because both had a run as that guy in their lane. You know, Skip started Debate TV. Like there was not Debate TV without Skip Bayless.
Not even
just like
cold pizza.
Right. Just like Wayne made hopping on other people's track and smoking it like a thing. Yeah, he wasn't the first to do it, but he made it cool. And Skip said some wild shit that wouldn't nobody else say, but it kind of be making sense, even though you know it don't make sense. Just like Wayne, when he be rapping, he be saying some wild stuff that nobody else will say, but you listen to, you go, yeah, that makes sense. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. You go, nigga, how your brain go there?
Yeah, you could take it away. Everybody can take it a certain way, and like some people think that that's a whack lyric, but
they're stupid. Like,
and Wayne made bad music. Like he's an example of an artist that's made some of the best raps of all time. Steph Curry was held to 0 points in the second quarter after 21. Nonetheless,
refs are probably working their mojo in the second quarter. That's a topic.
They're down right now at halftime.
Crazy. That's a topic I meant to bring, but we'll bring it next week. So I got Shannon Sharpe, and I don't know how much I like this one, but I say he's ODB, right? And I say he's ODB because super popular, says some wild stuff. You know what I mean? Like just says some wild stuff on TV, but is loud and boisterous. And it's just sometimes it's like, hey, bro, that's too much. Like, hey, man, why do you have 15 packs of backwoods right now, dog? You're not smoking all that weed today.
And ODB obviously was somebody that, from that perspective, I'm not saying like Shannon's got a problem, but obviously he died as a result of kind of all that stuff that he was doing. But not a bad comparison. If I modernize it, because I know that we were going to do, because like we said, pre-production, no Biggie, no Pac, like there's nobody you could really compare them to. And he's ODB's a dead artist, of course, right? So like you can look at it a couple of different ways. I think I agree. Like I can see how you came up with that, basically. But even with Shannon, I would say from a unapologetic standpoint, and this is just kind of who I am and like deal with it, and like I'm gonna say it, kind of Future-esque in a weird way.
You know, as you were saying that, I started thinking maybe 2 Chainz. Because 2 Chainz says like, 2 Chainz has like the crazy ad libs, the crazy lines. And I go, so what are we thinking? Future 2 Chainz? Because Shannon does double down on himself, like Future double down on being toxic.
Yeah, well, and just saying like certain stuff. I mean, this motherfucker called Julio Jones on live TV. Now, we don't know if that was set up to do that, but the fact that he called him and then he said, Julio, are you going to be a foul? He's like, I'm out of there. Like, what type of shit is that, bro? Right. Like, hey, for real. Like, for Julio the most, like, humble ass of the position where there's nothing but divas and people that do all these dances, Julio's been like the consummate professional receiver. But for whatever reason, after a decade with the team, he gets on national, knowing now maybe Julio didn't know.
No. Julio knew.
Did not know that he was on TV. Actually,
come on now. No, Julio knew. Julio knew they were on. Like they're on TV. They're on TV at that time every day. Even if you don't watch Stephen A. Even if you don't watch Skip and Shannon,
you know what their job is.
You know when they're on TV because
it's live, right? It's not recorded.
Yeah, it's live. Because Cowherd told a story yesterday about how he was at a party where Stan Kroenke was at, and he was like, "I know you," and Cowherd's like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, people send me your stuff." So like, if an owner knows a sportscaster just off of face, and I hear what you say about me and my team, you know good and well Julio Jones knows that 9:00, 9:30 on the East Coast, Skip and Shannon are on until 12.
Because he's on the East Coast.
Exactly.
Even more so. He ain't like he and Grant, them niggas, they be up. He ain't training at 6 a.m. because they're out in LA, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But point being, I would lean a little Future a little. Like,
I like that. I like that.
Unapologetic esque truth. And he's Future's got a unique, as an artist, he's a unique person because he's literally the last member of the Dungeon family. He's like the last person, at least notable one, that we can think of from that. And that's a 90s thing, but he's a part of it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was CeeLo. I forgot who it was, but somebody had said that's how he even got his name, Future, because they were like, "You the future."
Ah, that makes sense.
Like, that was how he got his name. And so, like, Shay being, I would argue today at least, is the most popular former athlete.
Well, he has the biggest platform of all the former athletes because there
and
is
he
no
this thing. I mean, this was a guy that was on CBS at one point.
Yeah.
But was also on HBO. I remember when they used to do the weekly show on HBO. He was on it. And so he's grown to get to this.
Yeah, no, like he's put in the work and he had the personality to get it. So